Howdy folks, and welcome back to Infinity Train. Today we're going to be finishing up Season 2 by watching episodes 9 and 10, The Tape Car and The Number Car. And this is a bit of a bittersweet video to record here because we are going to be hopping off the train for a little bit, as it were. We're going to be putting this reaction series on pause for a little bit because right now, as this is coming out, Hazbin Hotel has started up. It's funny to think about because when I first was going to start up Infinity Train last summer, right before the actor strike happened, the only info we had on Hazbin Hotel is that it's coming summer of 2023. So I was like, well, you know, I could do season 1 of Infinity Train and then see where things lie right here. Maybe do season 2 after, but that was kind of my plan. And then the writer's strike, or the actor's strike happened, and everything got put on hold for a little bit. And then by the time we were coming out of it, we finally got a release date of January. So I was like, okay, I think I can get through 2 seasons here. So we're going to be bisecting this reaction series, pun word chosen on purpose because of how Mace got bisected last time. But hey, if you're watching this far in the future, this all doesn't matter. It should all be there for you. But yeah, I have loved Infinity Train so much, and just know it's because Hazbin Hotel is a series I've been wanting to do since I started making reactions, regardless. So I want to hit that while it's hot, and I think Infinity Train can wait a little bit, especially with how self-contained these seasons seem to be. I'm assuming that season 2 is going to be kind of self-contained itself. So I'm still really curious as to how this is going to end. I feel like this could go either way for MT, with Agent Mace getting got. I don't know what this means for Agent Sieve. I don't know if just all the Flex are going to be coming after MT like in full force now because they've essentially killed one of their own. But also with these titles, the tape car and the number car, we kind of get a solid progression. We know that every passenger has a tape, every passenger has a number. So maybe we'll get to see how these things actually get made. But either way, I gotta apologize to the season because at the start of it, I said, I wonder if this is going to be like a Legend of Korra situation where, you know, they weren't sure if they were going to have a second season and then kind of had to rush to put together something and it, you know, wasn't the best. I think season 2 I'm liking more than season 1, even though I loved all the mystery stuff in season 1. I don't know if you can hear Jupiter barking, but she is. I loved all the mystery stuff in season 1, all the horror aspects, everything, but the story itself here is what's really doing it for me. I love MT, I love Jesse, I love Alan Dracula. I love the core team that we have here, and I really want to see MT succeed. I'm still shocked at Jesse getting off the train in episode 7. And hey, like I said, this could go any way, and I'm sure it's going to be devastating no matter what. If MT has to stay on the train, that's going to hurt. Conversely, if MT gets off the train and meets back up with Jesse, that's going to hurt in a good way. And hey, man, it's just going to be an emotional finale. I can feel it. Right. So I am going to scooch over here and take this opportunity to thank you for watching this video. That looks good. Do me a favor, make sure you leave a like on this video and that you are subscribed to the channel so you can see seasons 3 and 4 when those come out. Normally I plug channel memberships and Patreon stuff, but it doesn't really matter for this series. But if you're just a general fan of the content I make, $6 tier on Patreon gets you uncut reactions to this and pretty much everything I do going forward, as well as the $3 tier over there, and channel memberships here just get you general early access to all edited content. With all that being said, just generally thank y'all for watching this. I've had an absolute blast here. I think I gotta do some soul searching, but Infinity Train might be my favorite thing I've reacted to so far. And hey, I did Garden Wall last year. As far as the quality of the reactions themselves, who knows? But as far as the content of the actual shows, man, this is just blowing my mind left and right all over the place. But with all that being said, long intro out of the way, let's get to the beginning of the end of season 2 with episode 9, The Tape Car, starting up in 3, 2, 1, go. So how long are they going to wait for this pod, huh? Yeah, I was wondering about that. Is MT just going to have those on them for forever?
Here's the plan, Alan Dracula. We're going to sit here for however long it takes.
With Alan Dracula and all of his powers, I want it to just be showing MT and then time passing and then pan over to Alan Dracula and he's just like a skeleton.
Now that Jesse is gone,
I hope that wasn't a warning.
you're all I've got.
Aw.
I need you to be ready. No turning into stuff that'll slow us down, like a snail or a broken car or...
Oh, Alan Dracula. I thought Alan Dracula was going to turn into a snail, or a broken snail car.
Once I get my number, it means I'm eventually gonna leave the train. And
What if MT is all
I
Alan
can take you
Dracula
with
has
me.
too? Can we give Alan Dracula a
even
number?
if I could, you wouldn't be happy out there. This is your home.
This is tough, man. But what if this is your home too? Oh, fuck, this is hard. Here comes a pod. Okay, okay, that's what,
Here's my 16th favorite
Interesting.
kind of giraffe you'll see on the train.
okay, so that makes a lot more sense, what Amelia
In
had.
your pod.
I didn't realize that that was a pod to get in. Oh, what? That certainly helps. Thank you, Alan
Turn
Dracula.
to your pod. Turn into your pod.
Okay, and 1-1 is not doing this live. Oh, I love it.
Now en route to the tape car.
Off, please.
This
No,
is
I
where
wanna hear
all the
this.
magic happens.
And by magic, I mean numerical algorithmic judgment.
Oh,
Just
okay.
saying it
Oh,
makes
what if
me
MT gets a
warm
number,
and
but
fuzzy
it's like
inside,
really fucking
because
long?
Very soon, I'm gonna guess what Atticus is doing right now.
What's Atticus doing right now?
1, barking. 2, rolling over.
3, he's dead. A pile of dog bones on the side of a
Not
large
again.
road.
4, he's only playing dead.
I can't take Atticus dying a second time. I just can't. But yeah, I'm gonna, now that this scene is over, I don't know if I got the full thought out, but I didn't realize that what Amelia was in as part of the conductor outfit that she was wearing in season 1 was one of those pods. I don't think I ever noticed the pod. I don't know if they ever even showed it. I think it was just, I mean, it makes sense that they wouldn't in season 1, so you wouldn't see the conductor and think, oh, that's a pod that's been repurposed. But now that I see that, it makes full sense, right? Amelia takes one of those, repurposes everything she can on there to make her little conductor suit. Interesting. That's answered a question I didn't even know I had.
We're here!
You've made it! Now it's time for that judgment I was talking about. I don't get to do as many sad one impressions as I did in season 1.
Fun fact.
Ooh, look at that.
What?
Yo, we're going full sci-fi here, aren't we? Oh, this is so, oh my god. Yo, this looking like Horizon Zero Dawn over here. Looking like one of the, forges? Oh gosh. Oh, snake. Is that part of the tape? Is that somebody's is that like magnetic tape being made of somebody's memories? This is so creepy in a completely different way than we've ever seen. Oh my god.
Okay, Alan
Made of
Dracula?
metal. It clanged pretty loud. God, are there people under there and it's just tapes coming out of them? That's horrifying if so. Yeah, I don't like this. This is really fucking creepy.
Hey, don't eat that.
You're messing up somebody's tape. Big grass. Okay, yeah, that is.
This one!
That's a bearded dragon. Do you need some help?
No.
Ooh, is this somebody we're gonna see in season 3?
No, I can do it. It was an accident!
Honey, I told you
Oh,
not to.
shit.
An accident!
Honey, I told you not to. What
Yo,
is
the
this?
chills, man. That was... Yo, God, there are people under there. Oh. It kind of made the same noise. Da-da-da-da. That's how the tapes get made. This is so fucking creepy. So step 1, you get a tape. Step 2, you get a number, right? Because of the judgment thing 1-1 was talking about. Oh, what are we gonna see for their tape? Oh my god. Yo, somehow seeing it from the other side was just as creepy, if not scarier. I would I mean, I say I would love, but I would also kind of hate to see the process from start to finish. Also, what's MT's tape gonna look like if they get one? 'Cause a lot of their life was reflecting Tulip, right? So does the algorithm, in addition to giving you your number, kind of figure out for you what car you start on. I say Danny Nougat.
I can't make my 8:30. This proposal is ridiculous.
Oof. So that's how it gets done. 5,128. Ooh, if MT takes somebody's number, is that going to end up like creating a passenger without a number then? God, the ramifications. Shit, man.
Sorry, I need this more than you.
No, more than you? I don't know. I don't agree with MT on this one. Oh, God, they are making a passenger without a number in that case. Does it work? Also, we've seen that motif so much. MT reflected in their own hand. Oh, does it go through them? Oh, shit. That also sent chills down my spine. So then I know this episode is called the tape car. Is this not the number car as well?
You don't think I deserve a number, do you? Will you give a number to some lady who was sad about her dead lizard? Do I know a sad lizard story? Is that it?
Oh, God.
Look at me! I am a person! I deserve a number!
Oh, shit. I was just thinking, I'll go into, oh my God, the rampage. I'll go into this after the episode ends, but jokes are out of the room on this one. I'm not being funny at all here. You just broke the train. Steward? Yeah, I haven't heard this since season 1. That sort of thrumming. Oh.
I'd appreciate it if you'd stop breaking everything.
1-1 does fit in there.
Start writing your obituary.
Okay, 1-1's here. Wow. Okay. Okay. So what I was gonna say is, I am recording this on New Year's Eve during the day, right? If you watch the VOD of my, if you hopped into my New Year's Eve live stream, thank you. If you watch the VOD, thank you. You'll notice I'm wearing the same shirt. I'm recording this on the same day, but I said all this to say I've been kind of thinking about the past year on my YouTube channel, everything, and kind of, thinking about all the growth and everything. And one of the biggest things I think for me is I've kind of figured out my style as a reactor, so to speak. I think about things and talk about my predictions and stuff, honestly, but you're not going to see me like going like, like every moment, like, overreacting like some people might do. I don't want to like call anybody out. I wouldn't even know who to call out, right? Because I tend to not watch reactions that are similar to that. But I, try to be as genuine as I can. But also, just from all my years of watching bad movies with my friends, I've become really quick at jokes, right? I've been thinking about some of my favorite jokes, and in this series, the episode where Tulip was singing "Word Up," and there's a line where she said, "Tell your sister, your brother, and your mother too." And it just all of a sudden in my head, I was like, I can rhyme with this. That was the episode where I took a big chomp of onion. I said that I ate onion for people on YouTube. And I just came up with it so quick. I'm so proud of myself when I do things like that. And, I try to be funny. I try to come up with jokes when the situation is, requiring a joke. But this one had no jokes, no opportunity for jokes, just feel bad the entire time. So I kind of got a little existential in my own head. Like, if I'm not telling jokes, what am I doing? But like, fuck, this was like a hardcore episode. Like, this was just pure sci-fi. There was like no humor in it, except for, sad one being, typical sad one stuff. Always fun to see 1-1. I love them so much. But, yeah, it was just a lot of me just being like, oh, fuck. Oh, shit. Oh, piss. Oh, beans. Like, right? Like, was that a good reaction? I mean, I was sucked in, much like the passengers to their own pods. But yeah, I wasn't funny at all. So if you come here expecting jokes, I'm sorry, but I ain't got none. Maybe in the next one, who knows? But okay. So I guess one of the reasons why those little steward robots were not, paying attention to MT is they probably don't even recognize them, right? They probably don't even realize that they're there because they're so focused on the passengers themselves. I don't want to say it, but was Grace right in the other episode saying, you know, you're a null, you're nothing, you're not even a zero, not even a number, right? I don't want to say Grace was right because it felt really gross when she was saying all that stuff, but it's, you know, just the way it is. Like, you know, I guess I'm kind of relieved that MT couldn't get a number that way, because you heard what they said. I need this more than you, trying to take somebody else's number. Had that worked, you would then essentially, just like MT would have done in the mirror car, switch places with somebody's, you know, MT was trying to switch places with Tulip for the reflection, right? And leave Tulip there as, you know, essentially Tulip being the reflection now. But that would have been the exact same thing that MT was just trying to do, right? You'd be taking somebody else's number and creating essentially the same scenario of somebody else, a passenger without a number, essentially a passenger who is a null, as the only term we really have for it is with Grace. That, I think, is far more interesting to me, but it also then would kind of paint MT as like almost a villain, right? Because of this terrible act that they did, right? So I'm kind of glad that MT didn't get a number that way. There's still one more episode of the season. It remains to be seen what can be done. It looks like we're going to have a direct confrontation with 1-1. And I think this might be the longest, like, mid-episode break I've had. So I'm sure y'all, you're just as excited as I am to see how this season ends. So let us finally get to Book 2, Episode 10, The Number Car. Starting up in 3, 2, 1. Let's get it.
Do be careful. I think you accidentally slipped and broke a porter.
Many, many times in a row.
A porter. Okay, that's what they're called.
You're the rare foil version of my friend Tulip.
The rare foil version.
I'm not Tulip. I'm not any of the hundreds of names that everyone wants to give me.
You're exactly where you're supposed to be.
Oh?
No.
No?
No. Give me my exit.
In this car in particular, or just on the train?
You'll stay and keep helping. You're so good at it. I can show you.
Yeah, look at Jesse. Is this essentially going to be MT's
What was your
tape?
passenger's name?
Jesse.
See?
Oh, but
So
which Jesse?
helpful.
We've got several Jessies.
There we go. We
Oh,
got down
God.
to 0. All sorted out and off the...
In process? What the fuck?
He can't be at 0, but also in process.
Is
Says...
he back on the
Back
train?
Field trip to the passenger farm.
Interesting. Jesse did get back on. Oh, Jesse's too good for us, too. Alan Dracula's too good for us. Alan Dracula probably found Jesse. Yep.
Jesse.
Oh.
Trip to the memory watching machine.
Glad one is way too happy for that.
That greedy little piglet is thirsty for more.
Ooh, a tape has never started on the train before.
Okay, so this is where they met.
You've got co-star billing now.
But you'll probably be paid less because Hollywood breeds gender inequality.
No! No, sad one.
Look how much he's grown.
I guess I changed.
Look how much he's grown. You've given him depression. Oh, that shot of MT going through it, basically.
MT!
Jesse? Jesse! Where have you been?
Hi, Sprig.
Wait!
Oh, broke
I
his
wasn't sure I'd
hand?
see you again. I don't know. I mean, she's MT. She can probably take care of herself, but
Interesting. If Jesse gets back on, is he just going to get his number set to 0 straight away? Hey, Mom and Dad, Jesse's back. As Jesse just like dips.
Waking a passenger is a whole process. It involves robots and coding and juice boxes and...
The juice boxes. Oh, that's how you can do it. A little flick.
Jesse! I thought you were gone and I fought the flesh and I jumped extra memories.
It's just,
Sorry about that.
I can't pick anything out.
Excuse
One last
me,
time to
young
smell
man, this chair's
horrible.
for fixing problems, not for hang time with buds.
oh, I have a problem.
And I want to have hang time with my bud in the real world.
Woo! Number time!
It's going to be like 0, isn't it? He's already learned his lesson. He doesn't need to be here, right?
Hey, what's on me?
Oh, stop it. You'll hurt my steward's feelings.
0. What the fuck?
The
What?
train fixes problems, But his problem is that he needs to rescue his friend.
But his friend is a denizen who can't get a number. She can't leave, so his problem is unfixable.
Jesse just divided by 0?
Has to be fixed.
Oh, is that like a winky kind of face? A little emoji. Uh-oh. Steve.
Why doesn't she go with?
Also, I have spit on my lip now from when I stuck my tongue out.
He's stuck in a loop. The train can't process it.
Oh my god. Just rip him too.
I won't.
You killed Mace. No more badges. No more protocol.
Also, one thing.
Can't leave with her. That won't work.
All right, hold on. I'm just gonna pause right here before we get into the climax of the season. But one thing that I didn't really talk about that I really liked, kind of a setup and payoff moment, is in episode 7. Grace says, you don't like it? Kick it to the wheels. And then in the next episode, it was very much MT. If you don't like Agent Mace, just kick him to the fucking wheels. I thought that was just kind of awesome. I know it might not have been intended to be that way, but I couldn't help in editing to notice the don't like it, kick it to the wheels. And then just like the brutal murder of Agent Mace. That's all. Look at me all smiley about a brutal murder. That's all. We got a couple jokes in this one. I'm a little funnier in this one than I was in episode 9. Episode 9 is the low light of this reaction series, as Sad Tallman would say.
You can't save her if there's nothing to save. Just help me save
That is
her.
actually a solution.
Problem solved.
Yeah, that would solve things.
Oh god.
Wait, what's the purpose of the train again?
Oh, it's to help passengers. But wait, your problem needs us to let a denizen off. Can't do that with.
Oh my god, this is
I
so...
guess he can't leave.
Hey, he's not a toad.
Hey!
Oh god, he can still... Oh shit.
Jesse!
Yo, is Jesse okay? Can we check on this man's? God, Steve is unhinged. How are they gonna fix this?
1-1, look! I have a number!
Don't leave his friend. But she's a denizen. Denizens don't
Does that
have
count?
numbers.
It has to count, right?
But you have a number. So...
So, we get our exits?
E. E.
Sure, whatever.
Yes! Let's go! Oh, how is this gonna work though? 2 doors. 1 door?
For real
Just
this time.
keep your hands like this. Oh shit, they're going through. Why did I not think of just reflect the number? A reflection of 0 is still 0. Mace?
You're done, Sliver.
Come on, MT. Alan Dracula.
Alan Dracula!
Oh yeah, Alan Dracula is gonna be here. That shot though. Laser eyes. Yo, fuck.
Well, looks like I've got to get you back home.
I can get myself back home. Hell yeah, Alan Dracula. Oh, you beautiful motherfucker, you.
Really broke the mold with you, Alan Dracula.
My finest creation. Oh my god, MT's in the real world. You think MT's ever gonna track down Tulip? Just to say, hey.
I'm off the train.
Yeah,
This is like
you
emotional.
are.
The Chrome Girl is real. Yeah, get it out of your system.
Yeah. I reflect you a little bit too.
Hi, I'm Nate. Hi, Nate. I'm...
Dracula 2?
Sure, why not? You can name yourself Dracula if you want. It's public domain.
I'm Lake. Cool name. Your brother's got good taste.
Yo, why am I like about to cry here at the end? Oh no, it's so sweet.
Wouldn't it be cool one time? Just once.
Just one time in my life, the train shows back up. You gotta get back on, buddy. Okay. Wow, fuck, what a season. I cried a little. Holy shit, that was good. It's such a simple solution, right? Just reflect the number and you're good. Because, you know, we've seen, you know, any reflection is good enough to bring the agents out, right? The flex. So, hey, why not just reflect the number? And like I mentioned, we've seen the motif of Lake, I guess we'll call them now, looking at their own hand and, you know, reflecting their own face onto it, right? We've seen that time and time again throughout the season. Shit, I'm still like a little emotional after all that. That fucked me up a little bit, not even gonna lie. I'm kind of bummed that this series is going on hiatus for me here because I really want to see what happens next, but shit, I've seen a lot of people say that season 3 is their favorite, so if that can even top that for me, like, you know, one of my favorite series of all time, it's gotta be. But yeah, we've seen that motif of Lake, you know, reflecting in their own hands, right? Saying, you know, all the talk of you're nothing, you're a null, you shouldn't exist, you know, should be sanded down, all that stuff. Especially with Grace saying you don't have a number, you're not real, kind of, so to speak. Well, you know, Lake still has a reflection, right? We still see in Lake's own hands the reflection, and there's got to be something to that, saying like, yes, you are real, you exist, you're valid, you can see yourself, you exist, you're probably more real than Tulip at this point with the whole reflection thing. I still want to know if Lake is ever going to track down Tulip and just kind of say like, hey, I know we're nothing to each other anymore, but hey, I think that would be really sweet. Who knows how Tulip would react to that? Like, you fucker, you took my reflection away. I can't even brush my hair in the mornings anymore. I wonder if Tulip still shows up in pictures. But wow, this was a 10 out of 10 season of television, folks. Like, this was start to finish one of the best seasons of television I've ever seen. Just such a good story, emotional as fuck by the end of it, and just, yeah, I have no notes. This was flawless. As much as I love season 1, like season 2 tops it for me. Like, this was fucking incredible. I'm just blown away by it, man. Shit, I don't even think I have anything else to say. I mean, it's gonna be a couple months before I get to season 3, but just like, I mean, I know I was gonna say where do you go from here, but there's honestly, like, we know for a fact there's a lot of shit that can go on. Even that one guy that got pulled out of the pod, I wonder if he ever got his number, if he wakes up on top of the train, like holding onto his hair, like, oh, what's going on here, kind of, so to speak. I'm sure a pod got sent for him, like, oh, we have a passenger with no number, let's get that fixed right away, shall we? If he wants to, he could stay here forever. But I'm really glad that we got a good mix of season 1 stuff in with season 2. Just getting to see 1-1 a little bit more, getting to see the cameos of all the characters in the Lucky Cat car episode. And hey, like I said, the group dynamic between Lake, Jesse, and Alan Dracula was perfect. I loved the three of them so much. They were absolutely perfect together. But now we know that the Apex kids are running rampant throughout the train. I did see that I think season 3 is called The Cult of the not the Collector. This isn't Owl House. Cult of the Conductor, I think. So I wonder if that's gonna. I wonder if Grace and the Apex crew is gonna play a big part in season 3, because they still they have the wibbly wobbly on the face with the. How Amelia the conductor is. Also, Amelia is still on the train. Like, there could be a lot of Amelia next season as well. There's a lot more loose ends here that we know can be played with in future seasons. So that, and hey, they're probably going to throw me for a loop and do something completely different anyway, right? But wow, just what a season of television, man. Like, this was absolutely fucking phenomenal. And this is doing way less good than Owl House, and whenever there's a new Hell of a Boss, or I put up a new Bluey or anything like that, Infinity Train consistently does worse than those. But fuck, man, I think this is now my favorite series that I've reacted to. I think this beats out pretty much everything else that I've watched on the channel, and this is just fucking phenomenal. And it's bittersweet also because I know that I have 2 seasons left, but also just crushed to know that it's looking like there won't be any more. I know Owen Dennis is still very vocal about wanting to make more and wanting to get picked up by somebody, like even saying like, hey, Hulu exists and has some Cartoon Network shows that have been taken off other platforms. why not fill out that form and say pick up Infinity Train? And I keep hope alive in my head, because we've seen with, like, I think Futurama especially, a show getting picked up by another network, been given another season and kind of having a renaissance because of that. And then I think it was Fox that had Futurama. Whoever had Futurama in the first place picked it back up from, I think it was Adult Swim, Cartoon Network, Warner, that picked it up, and then it got picked back up by its original creators. But we've seen it happen. So I'm never going to say never for Infinity Train, even though it's looking very bleak now. But shit, man, especially if the creator wants to make more, just fucking let him, man. I really want to see his vision fulfilled, because these 2 seasons has proved that he is a master storyteller. And I cannot sing the praises of this series, this season in particular, enough. This was absolutely fucking fantastic. That's all I gotta say. I said I wasn't gonna have anything else to say, and then I rambled for about 5 minutes. But hey, I hope you enjoyed this. Like I said, we're getting off the train. Our number's down to 0 for a little bit, but we'll be getting back on the train here in a couple months. So I really hope you'll come back whenever I start up season 3. But in the meantime, check out Hazbin Hotel. Check out Owl House is wrapping up. Just go through my playlist and look at other stuff that I've done. But regardless, whenever we pick season 3 back up, I hope to see you there. But until then, take it easy, everybody.